The PBA Governors Cup elimination round is down to its final 2 playdates, but most of the seedings for the quarterfinals are still undetermined. Going into the final weekend of games, here are the team standings, minus the 3 teams which are already out of the playoff picture. Ginebra 8-2. Magnolia 8-3. Alaska 8-3. Phoenix 7-3. Blackwater 7-3. San Miguel 6-4. NLEX 5-5. Meralco 4-6. TNT 4-6. Here are the games in the final weekend of the eliminations. Saturday, November 3rd, Araneta Coliseum, NLEX vs. Rain or shine, San Miguel vs. Meralco. Sunday, November 4th, Araneta Coliseum, Phoenix vs. Blackwater, TNT vs. Barangay Ginebra. With the elimination set for a thrilling finish, SPIN.ph examined the possible scenarios that could happen at the end of the weekend, and here's where your favorite teams could possibly end up when the dust is settled. Barangay Ginebra. What are the possible places of Ginebra? Number 1 and number 2. How can Ginebra get no? 1. The Gin Kings get number 1 outright with a win over TNT. Ginebra can still end up in a 4-way tie for first place with an 8-3. Can Ginebra still be at number 1 after a loss to TNT? Yes, as long as Phoenix beats Blackwater on Saturday, as the Kings won in all their games against Magnolia, Alaska, and Phoenix. How will Ginebra end up at number 2? The Kings will finish at number 2 with a loss to TNT and a win by Blackwater over Phoenix, as Magnolia will have the highest quotient among Ginebra, Alaska, and Blackwater, in that order, in the event of a 4-way tie. Magnolia. With the loss to Ginebra last Sunday, can Magnolia still get the number 1 seed? Yes, as long as Ginebra loses to TNT and Blackwater beats Phoenix on Saturday. The Hotshots' 34-point win over the Elite will prove to be crucial, as they will have the superior quotient if they end up in a 4-way tie with Ginebra, Alaska, and Blackwater. Can Magnolia still be at number 2? Yes, if Ginebra beats TNT on Sunday and Blackwater beats Phoenix. Magnolia will end up in a tie with Alaska and Blackwater, but will obtain number 2 by virtue of a plus 44 quotient, thanks to victories against the Aces and the Elite in the eliminations. What is the lowest seed Magnolia can obtain? Despite their stellar play in the conference, Magnolia can still finish at no. 4 if it ends up in a tie with Ginebra, Alaska, and Phoenix. The Hotshots are 1-2 against those teams, having lost to Ginebra and Phoenix by a total of 20 points. It will be the same case in a 3-way tie for second between Alaska and Phoenix due to a 3 quotient. Alaska. What is the possible seed Alaska can get? The Aces have clinched number 3 regardless of the results of the remaining matches. Phoenix. What is the highest seed Phoenix can obtain? The Fuel Masters are still in contention for the no. 2 spot. How can Phoenix get that number 2 spot? A Phoenix win over Blackwater will give the Fuel Masters the second seed, as they will have the highest quotient of +2 among Alaska and Magnolia in the event of a 3-way tie. If Phoenix loses to Blackwater, what seed can they get? The Fuel Masters will miss out on a twice-to-beat advantage in the quarterfinals if they lose to Blackwater, since they can end up either at no. 5 or number 6. Phoenix will get number 5 if San Miguel loses to Meralco, while it will drop to no. 6 if San Miguel beats Meralco, as the Beermen won over the Fuel Masters by 17 in the elimination round. San Miguel. Is San Miguel already out of contention for a twice-to-beat advantage? Yes. What is the possible seed of San Miguel? Number 5 and number 6. How can the Beermen get no? 5. Through a win against Meralco and a Phoenix loss to Blackwater. The Beermen will take the tiebreaker in such a scenario, having won over the Fuel Masters in the elimination round. How can the Beermen get number 6? Through a Blackwater win over Phoenix, regardless of the result of SMB's match against Meralco, as the Elite won over the Beermen in the eliminations. In case of a tie with NLEX, the Beermen will still be at number 6, having beaten the Road Warriors in the eliminations. NLEX. What are the possible seeds of NLEX? Number 7 or number 8. How can NLEX get number 7? NLEX will get the no. 7 seed with a win over Rain or Shine, regardless of the result of the San Miguel-Meralco match. How can NLEX land at number 8? If NLEX loses to Rain or Shine, Meralco beats San Miguel, and TNT loses to Ginebra, the Road Warriors and the Bolts will end up in a tie for 7th place. The Bolts though will claim number 7 as they beat the Road Warriors in the elims. NLEX can still end up in a 3-way tie for 7th with Meralco and TNT. What will happen then? The Road Warriors have the superior quotient, so they will claim the 7th seed, while the Bolts and Catropa will battle for the 8th and final spot in the quarterfinals. Meralco. Where is Meralco now in the team standings? The Bolts are tied with TNT at 8th place with a 4-6 card. Has Meralco clinched a quarterfinal berth? No, as they need to win against San Miguel, and for TNT to lose to Ginebra to advance to the playoffs outright. What is the highest seed Meralco can get? Despite their struggles in the conference, the Bolts can still get no. 7, but only if they win over San Miguel and end up in a tie with NLEX in the standings. What happens if Meralco and TNT are still tied for 8th at the end of the eliminations? As per league rules, the two teams tied for the 8th and final playoff spot will battle in a playoff match. TNT. Where is TNT now in the team standings? The Catropa are tied with Meralco at 8th place with a 4-6 card. Has TNT clinched a quarterfinal berth? No, as they still need to beat Ginebra, and for Meralco to lose to San Miguel, to advance to the playoffs outright. What is the highest seed TNT can get? The Catropa, with a victory over Ginebra, can only go as high as no. 8 even if it ends up in a tie for 7th with NLEX as the Road Warriors won in their elimination round contest. What happens if TNT and Meralco are still tied for 8th at the end of the eliminations? The two teams will battle in a playoff for the 8th seed. To recap, Ginebra can still be number 1 or number 2. Magnolia can still be number 1 or no. 4. Alaska has already secured number 3. Phoenix can still be number 2 and have a twice-to-beat advantage, or at no. 5. Or number 6 without a twice-to-beat advantage. Blackwater can still be number 4 and have twice-to-beat advantage, or no. 5. San Miguel can still be number 5 or number 6. NLEX can still be number 6 or number 7. Meralco can still be no. 7. Number 8, playoff for number 8, or out of the quarterfinals. TNT can still be number 8, playoff for no.